Hello, welcome to Fit as a Foodie, and today I am going to have my first attempt at some baked oats. I've never done this before, so you are learning with me. I've weighed out nearly every ingredient, so let's begin. Now I'm going to mix it all in this Pyrex jug. I have got 40 grams of porridge oats here. They're going to go in there. To that, I am adding a teaspoon of sweetener. Now, this is the one I use. Works just like sugar, but is a sweetener and it's plant-based. So there's my 1 teaspoon measured out. Just going to sieve that through. Now, somebody who recommended this to me said it wasn't sweet enough, so I'm adding some vanilla with this because this is a chocolate flavour. So it's going to have a teaspoon of cocoa. There we go, that needs to be sieved in. Don't want any lumps of cocoa. And just use my spatula to break those last hard bits down. There we go. Just going to rinse off my teaspoon to measure the extract of vanilla. Give that a dry on the tea towel. Make sure I put my lid on my cocoa. Okay, so it has 1 egg, and I'm going to have a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then there was also some 0% Greek yogurt that goes in here, about 90 grams worth. And I just need to get a spoon. I thought I had one out, but I don't. And my scales. So I'm going to put the yogurt in first. Some 0% Greek. There we go. Stir first. And we want 90 grams. There we go. Those out of the way. A teaspoon of vanilla. Give that a shake first. Oh, I do love this vanilla. It's the best. Some people say a couple of drops, but me, a teaspoon. I like to be precise. And then finally an egg. There we go. I'm going to whisk this up. combine it all. There we go. Now I've pre-cut some raspberries to add to this. I've got 3 dishes ready. I'm going to bake it directly in the dishes. Some people use silicone dishes. I've got these cutesy little dishes here that I'm going to use. I have 3 of those. So let's dish this up. It will go in the oven for 25 minutes. Actually might fill 2 up. It'll be a nice dessert for me and hubby tonight. Made a crustless quiche yesterday that we're having with jacket potatoes. So this will be a nice dessert to have. Let's get rid of that one. And these will work out at about a swip each, because I've got some raspberries I'm putting in, and obviously the sweetener. So nice low swipped, low fat dessert. Leaving any of this out. There is one healthy extra fibre, but obviously it's going to be 1 each, so it's half the fibre choice. Let's pop these raspberries in. Just going to prop those down and get them mixed in. Nice to have them inside the oats. Put a couple more on the top if they're inside. That last one in half, so there's some for each. Make them even. And there we go, and then they're going to go in the oven for 25 minutes. So I'll go and do that now. Now here is the potato crust quiche I made yesterday. Let's cut some slices out of this. As the oven is on baking the potatoes and also cooking the overnight oats, we can just warm this up in the oven. Now we're going to have a quarter each, but I've cut it into 4 slices. I've got a baking sheet here that I'm going to put the slices on to warm them up. Hello, Bella. Didn't quite cut through all the way. There we go. And there is a slice of the quiche. Doesn't it look lovely? Cannot wait to try this. There we go. There's the 4 slices on the baking sheet. They will go in the oven in a short while when the potatoes are nearly done. I'm going to prep, we're going to have some tender stem broccoli alongside our jacket potatoes and this. So I'll get a chopping board and we'll cut that together. So I've actually got 2 lots of broccoli to have. We've got the tender stem and I've also got some leftover purple sprouting broccoli. So we're going to have both. So let's cut that together. I've actually found a few carrots that need using up too, so we're going to have those as well. So we'll get on and peel those super fast. Done. Now I'm going to cut these up. I am going to use the steamer today, so the tender stem and purple sprouting broccoli will go in the top while the carrots cook in the bottom where the water is. So the carrots are going to be cut first. Now I like to cut mine at this kind of angle because it gives you the most flavour this way, because the flavour from a carrot actually comes from the middle. So if you cut them at these angled shapes, you get the most of that. It gives you a nice piece of carrot too. This one had a bit of a blemish in it, so already had to chop quite a chunk off of that one before I peeled it. They were getting past their best, but don't like anything to go to waste here, so that's why I was using them. This little one was a bit tricky to peel. Wasn't much to hold on to, but we got there. You might have seen me nearly drop it in the speed peeling session. By the magic of videography editing by my lovely husband. He'd rather be editing than on the camera. But I like to try and get him involved sometimes. It's always nice to get somebody else's viewpoint across than my own all the time. So I'm going to ask him about the baked oats later. That's the carrots all chopped, so we're going to put those in the base of the pot. They will take a little longer than the tender stem and the purple sprouting to cook, so that's why they're going in here. I'm going to pop some water in there. Just enough to cover the carrots and to create the boil. Tiny little bit of salt. And now I'm going to trim the broccolis. So the purple sprouting is going to take between 8 and 9 minutes. So that is going to go in the bottom steamer basket. Just trim any edges off. I do find the stems of broccoli nicer flavour than ordinary broccoli, but I do like a normal broccoli too. That is a very large stem, that, so I may just split this one somewhat. Because it was very big. Split it a little bit more, I think. There we go, that's better. Just a couple more. There. So that's that in there, and now I am going to move on to the tender stem. I'm just going to clear my chopping board. That's better. Now I won't do the whole pack of tender stems because we've got carrots and we've got the purple sprouting and we've also got the red potatoes. So we'll just do enough because else we will not have room for the baked oats, and that would be a travesty. So I think maybe a couple more. And some very big packets. That's enough for another meal in there. So yeah, I think that much. As these are all pretty similar in size, I should be able to cut them as one. If I can line them all up. Let's try. That's the overnight oats. It's time to check the baked oats. They smell delicious and they look so good. I will bring them over in a minute when I've finished prepping the tender stem. So I think I actually did manage to get them all together. So that's good, quick and easy. Don't these baked oats look delightful? They smell incredible. I wish you had thrown through the screen for you. I cannot wait to dig into this after dinner. I'm so tempted to try them out now. I'm really pleased for my first attempt at how they came out. Oh, they do smell incredible. They really do. I can't wait for hubby to try them either and see what he thinks too. I've put the quiche in the oven to warm, and I'm just about to put the carrots on to get that boiling, to then add the broccolis to the top, and soon we'll be dishing up and eating this. That's the carrots, the purple sprouting broccoli and the tender stem broccoli all on the go. The quiche and the potatoes should be ready in about 6 minutes, as should these. And there we are, all dished up. So, now the taste test. Let's see what the quiche is like. Very good, looks it, smells it. That is delicious. So full of flavour. Who says slimming has to be boring? So much flavour in so many recipes. I'm going to go and finish this, and then when I get on to the baked oats, I will come and give you a review on these. I've finished my dinner, so now I am going to try the baked oats. Hubby really enjoyed them, but he's got a bit of a gruff voice at the moment, so he did not want to appear. So you're going to get just my reaction. Oh, those raspberries really work in there. Oh, I think I'm going to have to try these again, but with different fruits. Maybe I might try put a bit more sweetener in it, but they're very pleasant and it's a very nice treat. So I think for my first time doing baked oats, it was a successful trial. I might try a few things differently next time, but that's it for today. If you've liked my content, don't forget to subscribe, give me a like and leave me any comments, and I'll see you next Monday.